All right, we've got two players here. It looks like we've got Bodle and... All right, I didn't quite hear that. I'm still waking up, but these two players here playing a best of one. We've got 43-43. You also see the speed, and I'll explain that a little bit. Kind of equivalent to Tetris here. You're looking at right now with the speed 33. That's equivalent to about level 8. 5 rows a second drop time right now for these players, and these players looking to win, sending that garbage over. Ooh, our player on the left really needs to get some yellow help, or they're in danger of topping out. There's that double yellow. Let's see if they make that play. They do. 33-30 right now, and the lower speed over here for our player on the left. JWMC saying pulling for Swang but thinking Snipe. We'll see if Snipe shows up. It is all dependent on that. You can't win if you don't show up. Let's see here, 33-26. Our player on the right here playing a very clean board. Our player on the left struggling a bit, but maybe starting to form some combos, play a little defense. There's a combo right there, a nice drop. That's going to send 2 pieces of garbage down. Remember, you want to get the longer the combo, the better. You get a combo of 3 or 4, you're going to send things right down the middle, columns 4 and 5. And remember, if you stack that up, you can endanger them and top them out. 30-21 right now. I'm really, really liking the sequence here. Maybe a little tuck underneath play on that second column, and not quite. But looking to clear that yellow in column number 3. Meanwhile, our player on the right, Bodle here, is just looking to chip away here, trying to get through that 5th column, really trying to open up the board. Remember, it is more beneficial for you to be clearing your board as quickly as possible. 10 viruses to go here, so really nice play here by Bodle. It's right now 26-9, so this lead is opening up quite a bit. As we have a little combo here, column 6-7 for that blue-red. And a yellow virus about to go, so only 4 to go here for Bodle. And I see Betty B has shown up as well, and again, Influx. Looks like we've got a couple with matching Dr. Mario shirts. I believe they were here. I believe they were at our Phoenix Regional, or they were here last year. But Bodle's going to take that win, 0-19. So we'll get that reported by our Judge Packy, serving as world champion as well as judge. What a magnanimous person he is. And it looks like we've got our next matchup. We have, who do we got playing here? We've got Jaynesaw and Emilio. Oh, they're married, I've been told. So this is the winner sleeping on the couch. Well, whenever you two are ready, go for it. We've got Emilio on the left, Jaynesaw on the right side, and an immediate combo here, or a near immediate combo. And it looks like there's that combo from Jaynesaw, and the same exact combo from Emilio. So they're just going to be handing out the same garbage. Another combo from Jaynesaw here. Tetris Interest, thank you, Wing Fryer. And we've also got the Dave, our newest chat mod. Congratulations on that promotion. He is helping out here. If you want to catch more action, the DrMC2, we've got action going right now. So be sure to follow that if you want more action. Emilio just got pinned down. It's an immediate top out for Jaynesaw. What a quick match. They can get you quick here. Those combos can get you down quick. And now here comes Savage Octagon. What's up? And we got Midawi. This will be a good one. Bodle had a very convincing win earlier, but Midawi is a very, very good player. Scout's video had the perfect timing. Yeah, big shout out to Game Scout for that lovely recap of the 2021 championship. You're going to hear Savage Octagon again in a little bit. Savage Octagon standing over me and judging me silently, but pretty soon not so silently. There's Midawi on the right, Bodle on the left, and here we go. 48 viruses here on level 14, and already Bodle getting a bit of a quick clear, getting a double yellow. Not really much to do with that. Now remember, these players getting the same virus layout, the same pill layout, so there's really no advantage one way or the other. These players really just relying on decision making and how those combos drop. And again, there's a little manipulation on how they can get those combos to drop, but and that's really only on the length of the combo. A 3 or a 4 combo, guaranteed to drop garbage in the middle of the board. That's really what you want to do. You want to top your opponent out or clear all your viruses. And again, DrMC 2 if you want to see additional Dr. Mario action. But right now, Bodle 28 holding a pretty sizable lead over Midawi. And again, Midawi, a very good player in his own right. A name that we definitely throw around in our community. And it looks like he's going to drop a combo right off the middle of the board. You want to keep 4 and 5, those middle 2 columns open. You do not want to be endangering yourself, getting yourself in top out. Little drill combo there, dropping 1 column onto the next below it, and that's going to drop a little garbage over to Bodle's side. And it looks like he's starting to pepper, going to start stun locking Bodle, 2 consecutive combos. It's a strategy you see a lot by players such as DM Hero, who you'll be seeing a little bit later on today. But right now, it is 22-28. Midawi starting to catch up. And another drop combo there. That's going to get 2 more pieces of garbage. Both somewhat helpful on Bodle's side. Already was stacking a little bit of garbage pieces, and that just helped him out there. Another drop combo, yellow-red. That's going to drop a couple more over on the side of Bodle, but Bodle still holding on to that virus lead, 21-23. But the board health advantage definitely in Midawi's favor. And another clear there. Ooh, a triple combo that is going to help out Midawi a little bit. He does get that blue virus off the board. However, a little bit of garbage over on his side. No yellow access as well for Midawi, and looks like Bodle's major issue is going to be column 6-7. Got a little bit of a spire going here. A double red burst would be helpful, and also very frequent in Dr. Mario's RNG here on the NES. Very notorious RNG, but we love it. We love it nonetheless. And a near combo there by Midawi. Midawi still trailing in the virus department as Bodle near single digits, and that garbage drop is going to come right back at Midawi. A virus clear and a garbage clear, so single digits now for Bodle, and another drill drop, another combo, and that's going to drop. Ooh, in column 1, that's tough. You really can't. You can't afford to have those columns unprotected, and it looks like Bodle could have gone horizontal and chose not to with that double red. 5 viruses to 14. Led UC Guy 156, welcome to the Dr. Mario Championship. We're watching Versus play here in the Dr. Mario World Championship. We are going to crown a new champion today. This is our 6th ever World Championship. Packy looking to maybe go for a foursome here and get that 4th world title. A nice horizontal clear. 1 virus to go. Bodle might take down Midawi, and that garbage drop is going to end it. Wow. That's brutal. All right. Make sure we want to see your lovely faces here on our Twitch stream. Yes, Midawi won. That was a camera issue. All right. Whenever you gentlemen are ready, it'll be NPC on. Are you player 1? Yeah. All right, yeah, you hit start when you're both ready.
Okay. Ready.
All right, so NPC is player 1, and Steve is player 2. We had that a little bit reversed on our end. Apologies for that. We've got it fixed. Hello, Vince.
What's up? Water. Okay, yeah, like I said, we're having trouble here.
Oh, that's a quick one there. It'll be NPC with the quick win. Stand by. We got Packy recording the score here. All right, if we could just get you in frame on camera. Take like a step back. And then to your right. Two to your left. Sorry. One like a half step to your left. Perfect. All right. Whenever you're ready, players. Good luck. This player's playing level 11 here, so 48 viruses. You'll be seeing level 14 a little bit later on here in our bracket play. Good sequence here for both players. We've got Jerd and Emilio. Ooh, and Jerd dropping a nice combo here. Oh, no. Oh, we've got an in danger of a top out. Oh, he's opened up that right side, but that's not. Jerd with a very, very quick and decisive win there, taking out 7 viruses. We are working on that standings link. Appreciate your patience on that. We will have it for you soon. But right now, we've got NPC versus Jaynesaw. Jaynesaw played earlier here, so her second appearance. And if NPC, if you could take a step, just a half a step to your left. Thank you, sir. We want to get your face on camera. You might be the next champion, so we want to see you.
Okay, I'm ready.
Mike. All right, we've got, could have gone for the horizontal over on NPC side, 41-46 here as we start this match. Best of 1, remember. Quick clear over there, and then a combo from NPC, and that's going to interrupt a couple of combo setups on Jaynesaw's side, and Jaynesaw in danger of a top out, gets out of that situation. Double yellow, could have gone horizontal again. It's horizontal clear is so important, and now Jaynesaw in trouble. She may top out. She is running out of space, and she will top out. A quick play there, 44-33. And Emilio, if you could, oh great, Steve, if you, perfect. You guys are great. Whenever you're ready. See the battle of these titans. Ooh, big combo here from Emilio. That is Bodle, Mike Black. That is Bodle. And we've got clear here from Steve. Steve really going to need to pay attention to that right side. Emilio, I got help. I got commentary as well. Man, I can't even commentate when I play. Emilio here. Oh, and there's a quick top out. Also, say hello to Una, everybody here in chat.
Hi. What?
We were all talking about you earlier.
Oh, really?
And how great you are.
Oh, great. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks. And so is, Scout.
Yeah,
Too.
I'll count you down. 3, 2, 5, 1, go. Tomorrow we'll work on shapes. Ibaar on your left, Larvae on your right, and again, Ibaar, the runner-up of the championship last year, just lost out to Packy. It was, and well, Ibaar here immediately going for the win, 43-45. So quick win there for Ibaar. So we will have more action for you here real soon. Beautiful, thank you. All right, whenever you players are ready, go for it. So Nudnik on your right, Lilac Wafers on your left. If you could take another quick step to your left. Yeah, and come forward just a touch. Perfect. Yeah, we really should be marking off the ground, but all right. Hey, let's, whenever you're ready, 3, 2, 1, go. So maybe we'll see a quick best of 1 here. Ooh, Nudnik with a combo there, right down column number 4, blocking that double clear, and then dropping more garbage. A little tough here as we're early on. 42-38 here. Nudnik looking to take a win here, setting up a very, very good board, but a combo by Lilac. That's going to put a little bit of pressure on Nudnik. And, ooh, a good combo there. Ooh, and a good garbage clear. Nudnik starting to build up that garbage. Lilac having a little bit of a time handling it, but a nice drill clear down into column 5, blocking column 5, and ooh, column 3 now, column 2, 1, and 3 cut off, and ooh, a nice drop there, but a top out. Nudnik 25 to 39. All right, Leviticus on your right, Rodzilla. Rodzilla, a semi-finalist from 2021. Leviticus, this is his first live Dr. Mario event, but a great player in his own right. We're already seeing a couple of combos here. This is a clash of the Titans. These are both very good players. You see that horizontal clear. Horizontal clear is so important for keeping your board health at a good level, and a nice double there by Leviticus. And then a nice, another combo that's going to lock Rodzilla in place here. And a nice tuck play. Ooh, a nice double clear there, no garbage to fall, and then another double. Getting those same color garbage can be really infuriating, depending on where they end up. 32 to 39 here, Leviticus holding on to a 7 virus lead. And a nice horizontal there by Rodzilla. Had a big matchup, looked like Dave Smith says, versus DM Hero. A lot of hype back in on our stage here at the Ohio Retro Gaming Expo.
Okay. Now keep in mind I'm only probably about 3 inches shorter.
All right, 20 to 34 here. Rodzilla has been inundated with garbage from Leviticus. And there is no exchange rate for garbage here. Whether it's American or Canadian, garbage is garbage. $13 viruses to go for Leviticus, looking to get an all clear. All clear is definitely something you want. Ooh, didn't get the tuck, had a bit of a misflip. It's very manageable though. And a double clear. It's going to be combo drops on both sides for both players. Looks like Leviticus may be going to set up for the horizontal here. Looking for a blue. And no, he's going to take the drill double and gets a little bit more garbage. It is going to help Rodzilla out a little bit. But Rodzilla has been buried. He hasn't really cleared anything here in this match. He's just had to try to get garbage off the board. That's how versus goes sometimes. You just have to keep clearing garbage. But Rod finally managing to get something off the board here, 28 to 6. Leviticus's big problem is going to be this clear order. He's going to have to make a decision here. I think he's holding, maybe just holding on to an attack. You're trying to keep Rodzilla at bay while he just gets the pieces he needs. That is a very viable strategy here in Versus. Rod's starting to make a comeback here. Leviticus hasn't gotten a clear in a while. I think he's holding out for a blue-red. And he gets that clear. He's going to drop down a bunch of pieces. Nice sweet tune, a vertical drop indeed. Rodzilla down to 22. 4 to go for Leviticus. Ooh, and a good garbage placement there. Sweet tea from Rod. 21 to 4. Three viruses to go. One of them is buried. Leviticus, I think, really starting to think about setting up maybe for that horizontal. Gonna have to really make some decisions here. Looks like he's gonna go for that yellow vertical and get the all clear, but a fortuitous garbage drop on Rodzilla's part, keeping him in this just a little bit here. Rod down to 16, now down to 15. I agree, Mike Black. This is a great one. You love seeing these exciting matches, but Leviticus gets the blue double and takes the all clear, 15 to nothing. Ibaar versus Leviticus. This is going to be a big matchup.
Oh, now the camera's moving. Oh, shit. There you go, right there.
We got a big match feel here. You might see these two in the brackets. These are both good players. Ibaar, Leviticus, let's go. Our chat's getting hyped for this.
Ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, versus. A little bit of a interesting pill sequence here, but a nice drop for a double clear, and that's going to give a little bit of garbage. However, it is given a clear Leviticus. It does break up the combo, though, so a good play there. It is 41-40, a quick early lead here by Ibaar. 38-39. And a nice combo by Ibaar. That's going to drop a yellow and a red. The yellow a little bit helpful. Red, not so much. Leviticus does turn that garbage drop into a 0-drop double clear. In the garbage drop, also all too important, especially here in versus. It's about, I almost said 25 seconds, 0.25 seconds per row. Ooh, and that triple clear, that's going to clog up column 4. But column 4, the lowest elevation so far as top line goes, where that topmost virus is. And yeah, Crunchy C, these are both very good players. Leviticus has been playing this game at a competitive level since the beginning of our speed division in 2020. Ibaar joined us, I believe, right around the same time, late 2020. So both these players very, very good at what they do, and both players under 30 viruses to go. Now 25 for Leviticus as he gets a clear, and he's going to go for a combo play, a little bit of offense here. Ibaar may be looking for a horizontal clear into a combo. No, he won't do it. But, oh, a nice triple combo. That's going to bring some pain on Leviticus' side. Oh, I'm sorry, that was a quad combo. So 4, which is the maximum amount of garbage you can drop onto somebody's board. And then another 2. So that stun lock play is real. Multi-takeouts are the target. Single wipes, no good. Single wipes can be beneficial to maybe set up for something else. But definitely you're aiming for combos here as we continue along. 19-23 here. Leviticus now on the offensive as he drops some huge garbage over on Ibaar's side. And Ibaar looking maybe to get a little bit of help. He's going to get that L. And blue-red garbage falling over on Leviticus' side. 22-16 here. Ibaar, again, he was the runner-up. This guy plays very, very fast, very, very aggressively on that versus mode. And we're seeing it right here, 14-21. Now 13-21. It looks like single digits are going to belong to Ibaar first.
I get to kibitz Ibaar now. Put stress on him while he's playing. I get him next.
And a nice combo there by Ibaar. Again, a little bit more offense. You see column 1 basically cut off for Leviticus, but he's going to get a fat log, one of our favorite clears here in the DrMC community. And now he can start under clearing that blue if he chooses to. But Ibaar at 10, 16 for Leviticus, but Leviticus really needing to clear garbage on that right side. Really going to have to start thinking about some horizontal clears here. Those double colored pills will be beneficial. Really, really was looking for a double blue. Didn't get it. 6 viruses to 15 here.
You see the double you got, Ibaar? Oh, you missed it. You needed to sneak.
Ooh, Leviticus going to get this cross drop, a vertical into a horizontal. He is near single digits. He will be at 10, but it's 4 for Ibaar. But Ibaar needing to clear off some horizontal garbage and maybe a little bit more here as the speed gets up. The speed's up to 43. That's about level 9 territory, equivalent for you Tetris fans out there. And Ibaar is open. He just needs a red, and he shields himself, so he's got it. Boom. He takes the win. A clash of the titans here. Ibaar takes the W. All right, Ibaar versus Nudnik. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Pills as we're off. 48 viruses to go for both players. And just to take a quick peek here. As these players are going, I'm going to try to get you a standings update as well. As we go here, 32 to 30. I apologize. I'm trying to get some information on one of my chat moderators so they can share that with all y'all lovely people here in our Dr. Mario Championship chat. Ibaar down to 25. Nudnik also at 25 here, but Ibaar got a couple more, so he is holding on to a lead. But a nice drop cross there. And I am glad to announce that we've gotten our mods the standing sheet, so you will know what the standings are just as much as I do. And again here, just looking at what we have as far as standings go, it looks like Leviathan as our top spot, followed by Swang, Stacks, then Watchma. So more standings being adjusted here as we go. 19 to 24 here, Ibaar holding on to a lead. And Ibar's going to drop a triple combo. That's going to rain some pain down on Nudnik's side. But we also have a nice combo on Nudnik's right as well. 23 to 16, and he's going to get a combo, take a virus off the board as we have frantic filing through things here, and a triple combo from Nudnik. That's going to help Ibaar a little bit. He's going to get a stack of blue garbage off the board. $13 to 15. This is an epic match. Board health advantage, though, definitely goes to Ibaar, but we're definitely seeing Nudnik here taking advantage, trying to find combos, play a little bit of defense, try to buy himself some more time, maybe get more of those viruses off the board. Nudnik needs a lot of red, indeed, Mike Black, as we are continuing here. 14 to 8, and another potential combo on the horizon, maybe. There's a zero drop, and then another combo. So now we're starting to stun lock Ibaar as Ibaar's final virus is getting buried. He's also going to have to address Column 8. Column 8 has 4 viruses. Definitely going to start thinking about an underclear. For those of you who don't know what that is, it is fairly self-explanatory. They're going to try it instead of clearing on top, which seems like the obvious way to play, whether you're casually or competitive. You're going to try to go underneath. Just to open up room to get those other things, because Column 8 right now completely stacked at the top, meaning there's not much Ibaar can do. So really going from underneath is the only way to go, and we see that there as Ibaar now down to 5, but Nudnik's starting to run out of real estate, folks. He's going to get that drop cross. He does open up the middle of that board. He is at 10. Ibaar is at 5. All right, folks, it is now 5 to 8. Nudnik trying to hold his own here against Ibaar, the second best versus player in the world. That's right, I said it. Another drop cross here. Again, it's just stalling for time, and a fortuitous garbage drop again for Nudnik. But Ibaar going to get that underclear, so he's now just got 3 viruses. It's just a matter of trying to get those viruses cleared, and that another fortuitous garbage drop this time for Ibaar on Nudnik's side. It is dig time indeed. Ibaar's going to be down to his last virus, but he is going to have to dig. He's looking to stack that blue. He thought he had it. He did the little symbol there, little hand gesture, thinking he had it, but no. That happens to the best of us, where we think we have the clear, but no, there's one left. Why didn't the stage clear message come up? But hey, a horizontal there and a fortuitous double blue. So now he's got that red exposed. So now what he's going to do is he is going to build that shield So now looking for that red, and he will get it. What a match, though. Nudnik climbed back, managed to keep it at 5. So that's good for the point standings on Nudnik's side.
People waiting to play.
Yeah, we have a huge line. I don't know if I'm even going to get a chance to go in and qualify.
Might not either, dude. I think we'll just do an exhibition at the end. How's that sound?
Yeah, that's what we might do.
Yeah, we're having a space thing. I thought it was getting too crowded up here, but this is pretty good. If Scott wants to come up here, he's obviously not.
All right. Larva on your left, Leviticus on your right. And Larva's been a player who's very, very, very much improved. Actually won one of the first silver brackets we've ever had in the speed division. So you've definitely seen that that skill level. You see these players improve, and that's just through the community. These are players who are we're all looking to make each other better, because the more competition we have, the better these matches get. Glad to see this game getting the attention it deserves. That's right, John Dat Flindo. Ethan, we'll talk later. We've got something to help you contribute. I'll discuss that with you later. Ethan, one of our other voices of the game here, and you'll also hear Savage Octagon here once we get over to our bracket play, as well as Chris Bidwell likely joining me in the booth. But for now, it is this preliminary match between Larva and Leviticus. Leviticus holding on to a 14 virus lead over Larva. Larva in charge of our graphics that you see, our graphic slides for our both our speed and our versus streams here. There is no schedule. It's whoever shows up, we put them in a pool. I will tell you that we will have our scheduled matches, our bracket later on today, starting at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. on the West Coast. Watching from Missouri. Hey, shout out to Missouri. That's the Show Me State, and we are going to show you some of the best in Dr. Mario. Leviticus looking to be the second ever Canadian world champion. And he's got 5 viruses, but they are arranged awkwardly, and Larva dropping garbage down, really trying to prevent anything happening. But we're going to see a combo here, and that does open up a little bit of a sequence for Leviticus. Larva down to 13, and it's kind of the same situation. All these viruses concentrated on one side of the board for either player. And it's, I think, Larva's optimal play here, looking for maybe a double blue, tucking that all the way in. These players' speed is now up to 40, so around a level 9 equivalent for you Tetris fans out there. But it is Leviticus taking the win 11-0. And I'm going to promote Rodzilla on your left and Ibaar on the right-hand side. They're here for a preliminary match, and they are ready to go in 3, 2, 1, pills.
Hey, Chris. What's your name, right?
Beg pardon?
Is your name Chris?
No. Chris is down there. I'm JB.
I had a question.
All right, folks. We are back here. Rodzilla a little bit stacked up already, columns 1 and 2. But getting that horizontal, it's going to open up things a little bit, but he's going to need a little bit more help on the RNG side. Meanwhile, Ibaar already attacking, keeping that board elevation, that board health pretty low. He's going to want to attack columns 1 and 2, but that red exclusive top line. What we mean by top line is the virus or pill fragments at the top of each column. We like to call that the top line. Just wanting to make, you really want to keep that color variation, very very different. You don't want to keep a lot of the same color on that top line. It really reduces the amount of options you have. Yeah, thank you for multitasking. Yeah, not enough arms, but hey, a big combo there that looked like it had more arms than I currently have by Ibaar. He's already down to sub 20 territory. Rodzilla struggling though. Columns 1, 2, 3, really in a bad way here. Looking maybe for some double blue help. That's really what he wants. But at 32, and now it is another big combo by Ibaar. Ibaar really, really good at sniffing those out. Going to get another clear and another drop clear there. Double vertical clear. These players have awesome t-shirts. You can get some awesome t-shirts. The official Dr. Mario 2022 t-shirt as our organizer here of TORG, Rachel. You want to come say hello? You're saying hello to the DrMC Twitch. This is Rachel. She is one of the organizers here at TORG.
Hello.
How are you? Are you having a good time?
I am. I haven't played yet. I'm Ray 2.0 for any of you that ever used to watch me when I was good. Because I'm not good anymore.
Neither am I.
But thanks for coming. We're having fun.
Thank you for having us. We love being here. This is, you know, this place gets bigger and better each year. So we really, really appreciate you having us.
We're glad you're up on the stage. This is amazing. I'm just looking out right now like, this is insane.
Yeah, I got a great view too.
Yeah, right?
And we've got a great view of this match as Ibaar is our winner over Rodzilla. Thank you so much for joining us. I know you're very, very busy.
Yes.
So we just wanted to have you come say hello. Again, the Ohio Retro Gaming Expo organizer, Rachel, Ray 2.0 in our Discord. Thank you so much for letting us be here at TORG. We love this place a lot. And we love you guys for watching. And we'll have the next matchup for you here in just a few minutes. This is the Dr. Mario Championship.
SnowGolfGal versus Bidwell. There we go. We knew it was going to happen. SnowGolfGal versus Bidwell. For the viewers at home, Bidwell's on the right.
What pool is this?
This is pool I believe.
Pool I? Let's see if we can figure out how to make it say that too.
Oh, I see. And they're off. As Bidwell with his notorious Bidwell bounce, going in for a quick combo. Send things up a short stack to send a first blow over to SnowGolfGal. We're looking over there. Bidwell setting up some quick combos to start to deliver some damage over here. Gets another combo to drop down, sending yet another wave of blue and red garbage over to SnowGolfGal. We're looking at a 4 virus difference between the two players. Bidwell dropping another series of combos. Getting things up. Nothing to do with those reds and blues, and decides to ultimately create some garbage to use for the future clears here. Dimma, what do you think about SnowGolfGal's board over here?
Oh man, it's really fascinating. She actually has a lower board than Bidwell at the moment, and at the beginning of these matches, height really matters. That decision time is so critical.
Yeah, we're looking at. She's getting some pills.
It is starting to get a little higher though, and that looks like that'll be a top out.
33 to 45. Bidwell played its consistent combo game, and unfortunately, SnowGolfGal could not decide what to do with the garbage that was sent over her way.
Couldn't
but
keep
that's
up,
the name of the game.
Bidwell kept a very clean board all around.
Close. That says, and they're off. Steve S versus Bidwell. This is the second game that we're going to see on this screen here. This is a best of one. Best of one on level 11 speed high. So these players are trying to combo the players out, but I think ultimately, Dimwit, the best strategy is to not only combo the players from doing anything, but to also advance the board where you're clearing as many viruses as you can. So you're kind of going through the two strategies and the two different schools of thought to not only combo them, lock the player out of the game, but also to clear as many viruses on the board. So it's going to be interesting to see these two players juggle those two strategies hand in hand.
Well, and that's especially true in this qualifying round because the rules of the qualifier actually say that you get more points if you clear more viruses before the game ends. So one of the things players are doing is paying attention to how their opponent is doing. Stop sending garbage if they're not doing well because you want the game to keep going.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to balance those two things, but it looks like Bidwell is slowing his offensive just a bit, shifting his gears into more of a speed run friendly strategy. You see him getting his blue set up. I thought he was going to elect to drop that. If he does drop that down, I thought he was going to de-sandwich it, keeping his bounce going, his rhythm, still getting stun locked out of it, but now Bidwell is able to move.
But both boards very clean at this point, I would say. And Steve even a little bit ahead on quota.
Yeah, as you say that, he is about 4 viruses ahead, and both players are keeping a relatively clean board, nothing too detrimental to their overall game plan. You love to see it here.
Bidwell's board a little bit messy, I would say, actually, at this moment. He is going to be setting up for some combos to see if he can cause some mess on Steve's board. Has managed to send a little bit of combo going, and very shortly have another.
As Steve
But
delivers
Steve
a triple.
just cleaning up left and right.
The bounces is going over there. We're again here. Steve with a drop combo down over into it, sending 2 pieces of garbage. This is where it gets critical here, Dimwit. The boards are apparently very low, and especially these later levels. The stun locking is going to be very important to make sure that these players don't get 2 to 3 seconds worth of game time.
Look how close this is. 10 to 10 viruses at the moment. Very similar in terms of board health as well, I would say. This is going to be an exciting match down to the wire for sure.
I would talk smack on Bidwell, but we saw
Yeah, we
that
look
with
at it
last
there.
game.
We drop down. Both players are playing a relatively clean game.
Dropping F-bombs
No
off the
inherent garbage over there. Blues and reds and everything's just add 2 to get these combos going here for both these players. So it's literally neck and neck. It's 6 to 6 right now, and it's literally down to the wire.
Holy smokes. I love what I'm seeing here.
We see Bidwell possibly going for that sweet tea. I would probably recommend a sweet tea for that. Decides ultimately drop things down. Looking to get the red. I would say take that red yellow and protect that red on top. What do you think, Dimwit?
I like the tea that Bidwell is setting up for, and there's a little bit of garbage preventing Steven from getting his last few viruses at the bottom here. So I would say very slight advantage to Bidwell at the moment.
And it looks like Bidwell's going to stun lock his way into a victory.
Oh my!
Down to the wire.
2 viruses
left. Bidwell takes the game.
Holy smokes. Great games.
Great games, great games.
Is it elimination with 1 game, or do they still move? This is still the qualifying round. So it's there's pools, and each pool has 8 players. They do a round robin. Everybody plays everybody else. And then there are rules about win percent and virus counts at the end of the games to decide who goes on to the top bracket of 32. Once we get into the 32, then it will indeed be single elimination. But it will not be 1 crown at a time. It will be single elimination on matches, so best of 5 crowns.
And this is just for the qualifiers. I believe that players can opt to go into another pod if they choose. Is that correct there, Dimwit?
I believe that's right, although it's time constrained. So, you know, we are coming up to the end of the qualifying time.
Yeah, and it looks like, you know, there's a lot of interest. This is definitely the most amount of interest I've seen and witnessed with the amount of entrants here. So it might not be conducive for 1-2. Wow, and a huge combo from Bidwell, dropping everything down.
Oh boy, this is looking dangerous. With the top few rows being a little bit cluttered on the left side here.
She elects to drop the yellow blue down to 7-8. I think it's a smart thing to open up a little real estate, but that column 4 and 5 is really problematic for her. She's going to have to become
dangerous.
very, and an early top out
There
there.
it is.
37 to 25 in favor of Bidwell.
Good, thank you. PSG versus JB.
Oh, that's freaking
Oh, here we go. The clash. Bidwell versus JB.
Oh! Below the view of the cameras, we got stools coming out.
You want to sample this?
Actually, I'm going to sit.
What? He's sitting.
Ultimate insult. Bidwell sitting. This is a new strategy we have not seen before, folks. Let's see how it pans out. This is
Oh
going
my
to be
gosh, he's sitting down.
absolutely crazy.
Who do you think you are? I am.
First game, stop with the shenanigans.
They're getting their game faces on. They are dialed in, ready to go. Let's go, folks.
All right, we got a GG handshake.
These folks have never played each other.
Their debut match.
That's off there. Their debut match in 3, 2,
I'm ready now.
3, 2, 1, and pills! And they're off.
Oh, baby.
Both these players advancing their boards just a little bit differently, given the pill sequencing. Bidwell at the first strike sends a bit of garbage over, but it looks like JB had the better garbage that was sent over to Bidwell's side.
It is so clean, though. So clean. Just a tiny bit of yellow on Bidwell's board. Everything else intentional as heck. Starting to get a little bit of cleanup needed on both boards now as they get into the middle of the game where they have sent some trash over back and forth.
I'm liking Bidwell's board a little bit more here, Dimwit. He's got a little bit more color diversity, options for his reds, options for his blues, decides to set it up. His board is looking relatively flat as well, not so tapered off to the top. So he's got a lot of options to choose, whether he decides to send, whether he decides to choose it or he's supposed to be placed.
But JB taking care of a very dangerous column in the middle of his board. That's going to help his board health a lot.
Bidwell with a drop lightning bolt, sending over 3 pieces of trash over to JB's side of the board here. Bidwell getting a yellow cluster in the middle, hoping to create some damage with really just looking for like a yellow-blue to start clearing things out, and possibly could drop that yellow down to the bottom if he chooses to. Not a huge priority, though.
A lot of yellow on the top line for Bidwell here at the moment, with a bit better color diversity on JB's board at the moment. And going to be dropping a little bit of horizontals to clear his board down a little bit. Often, even if that's not the...
And both these players are bouncing. They know it. They're hipping and hopping around. They see what's going on. He's doing the sitting bouncing strats.
Look at all that yellow on JB's board, though. There's nothing but yellow. Luckily, he gets a double yellow, which helps take care of that pretty well.
You probably look very.
I'm noticing though, after seeing this, these guys are having a time of their life. But it's worth noting that Bidwell has this huge spire built up in column 8. It's going to be probably the last thing he's going to clear out, but he just really can't access it. He's probably going to elect to clear out both the blue and the yellow as the last pieces there. I mean, I don't see why he would prioritize dropping everything down.
Oh,
Not
absolutely.
really a huge
The
thing.
stuff on the right will stay until the very end. Yeah.
For this moment for all my life.
And suddenly JB's taking it back. It's 11 to 10, 10 to 10 now, effectively tied.
Oh Lord.
These guys are neck and neck. 9 and 5, 8 and 5 now, down to the last 2 viruses.
Oh,
They
this
seem
is
to have shifted
great.
their strategy to a speed run, but at this point it might be a little more advantageous. Well, Bidwell's going to get that under clear with the blues and the yellows is his game plan. But
Oh,
JB
I
just
love
needs to
this
slow
clear
him
by
down.
JB. What a combo.
I
So he's
love
gonna
your
slow
clears,
bring it down.
But just
Bidwell-
one virus left for Bidwell, and getting ready with that horizontal.
Yeah, electing to clear it horizontally.
It can be blocked if JB managed to drop in the fifth column here.
Bidwell
hasn't
needs
managed
2
to
more
do it yet
pieces
and
there.
has-
Oh, but accidentally drops it down. He just needs 1 more yellow. Hopefully JB doesn't block it, but he does
And
take it.
there
0
it
to 2,
is.
down to the wire. Bidwell takes the match.
Oh, what a close one. GG's to both players.
GG's to both players. Wow.
Oh no, I'm not. You got that score?
Hit the speed barrier.
All right, we have the next match, JB versus SnowGolfGal, and they're off. This is a best of 1.
Oh, this board is really interesting. It's so compact. The top few rows there have giant holes, but they're on rows, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, 7. Almost no holes, just solid viruses.
Yeah, and as you say that, there's lots of possibilities for certain doubles, although they were clumped in a sense where you had a lot of yellows and blues clumped in an area. Reds were kind of stacked underneath. So it does have a possibility right with a lot of combos, just not quite accessible initially from the players here. But both
Yeah.
players doing a great job churning through this level. JB with a drop combo, sending some garbage over to SnowGolfGal, and he's in a comfortable lead right now, about 10 viruses.
In the lead, and with a little bit of a cleaner board as well, I would say. A little bit of red trouble on the top, but going to be opening things up and having a nice level board, which is often a thing that you want to aim for.
And he's maintaining a very even, nice top line. There's hardly any trash in JB's side. But a top out, 39 to 27.
Quick, tough decision making at the top there.
All right, ready? Stand back like a step or two.
You know what the longest word is, Swung?
I don't know.
Smiles.
Smiles.
It's 2 S's with a mile in between.
You're the controller. It didn't matter what I said.
You got me there. You got me there.
All right, we got our next match for you here. BSG versus Emilio.
Oh God, that threw me off a bit. Well, let's get to it this year. Emilio and BSG going over there. It looks like an early garbage drop onto Emilio's board is sending some troubles his way. He's navigating it with the pills he's been sent, but oof, that column in the center of 4 and 5 really needs to be addressed soon. He's going to top.
And
no.
that's the one that killed him, right there in the middle. That's tough. A little bit of garbage in the middle columns is just deadly, no matter who you are.
Absolutely important to keep those 4 and 5 columns, those middle 2 columns, absolutely clean. That's where the pills get delivered per the doctor's orders. So keeping those centermost columns is the most important place. Otherwise, you'll be having an imminent death there, Dimwit.
Definitely. About half of your doubles will go there. Every triple or quad will go there. It's just super dangerous, and that's the columns that are capable of making you lose. No other columns are. So.
All right, we got some matches on the way.
All right, you ready? Ready. 3, 2, 1,
And both these players are off.
We got, I believe we have 2 veterans here, folks that have been here many times before.
Oh,
Looking at a
quick readjustment
maybe, but taking care of it and turned it into a combo. Very well done.
Yeah, he was second guessing himself, but ultimately flipped it the correct way to drop the yellows and blues down to ultimately send garbage over to Chris Bidwell's side. Just a little bit of a quick hiccup in the thought process, but nothing that impeded his actual set of plans that he was going for here. Right now it's a 3-virus lead, 4-virus lead now.
Indeed, maintaining that lead and a very clean board, I would say. Meanwhile, Bidwell getting hyped, doing a little bounce here, and has completely cleaned up his board as well. Just a little bit of blue on the top right there, but I'm sure that we'll see that getting taken down shortly. That's going to turn into a combo.
Nice. Bidwell playing a little bit more aggressively. You see that he's down pressed a little bit more. Sometimes that's the advantage, but sometimes when a player reacts a little bit too quickly, it might not be the optimal play. So it's interesting to see both these players having a slightly different style, albeit they are still putting on the clinic with the verses.
And we have a dangerous situation on the left here as he's managed to play all the way to the top row. Going to have to get a horizontal to make access to the viruses and the pills in columns 1, 2, and 3. You see that lining up here.
Meanwhile, he's going to be drilling down over to this side. Gets everything mostly free and clear. He could elect to drop the yellow and red on top, albeit it might be a little bit of a risky play, but if the maneuvering happens, which at this point, that is not
big
an option
triple.
anymore. Not an option anymore, but wishful thinking.
And once again, the first 3 rows blocked off. Going to have to make more horizontal clears to open that up. That's a tricky spot to be in at this point.
Meanwhile, Bidwell playing a very clean game, down to his final 8 viruses, looking to speed his way through and clinch another victory for his pot that he's in.
Oh, and the...
Oh, it's a top out. It's a top out, I see.
Oh. Well, it looks like it crashed, but in reality it didn't, so probably just our capture card is doing something wonky. We'll take a look at that in a moment. But we got a win by Chris Bidwell by clearing his last virus there.
4-24. Folks.
Oh, I was wrong. Not by clearing his last virus. We had a little bit of a top out.
All right, hey, now we got some lovely people on here. You like that accidental stinger transition? Yeah.
But it's better than
All right, this is your guys' match. All right, so we have Kaj versus Veggie. Veggie on your left, Kaj on your right. Players I don't believe we've seen here before, so I'm really excited to see these. .45-43 here. These players on 32 speeds so far. Yeah, that Nudnik match over on DrMC2. Can't wait to commentate that. We're going to be bringing those on our YouTube channel, twitch.tv/DRM Championship. So give us a follow over there. As we go here, 38-41, it is Veggie. Ooh, bit of a misplay. We'll see how she works on that. Ooh, they're both stacking up. Veggie got to get out of this situation. Oh, no, that's a top out. And we'll get your, oh, okay. All right, we'll have another match over here on the main stage here in just a few minutes. This is the Dr. Mario Championship.
Can we go anytime, JB?
Oh, hey, yeah, we got Floyd, and who else we got? Akron 90s. All right, let's see Floyd and Akron 90s go at it whenever you fellas are ready. Take it away. Got some action here in pool, I believe, K here. I haven't updated that, and I apologize. The fairgrounds are great. It's my first time here in the Columbus Fairgrounds, and they're quite nice. Speaking of quite nice, Floyd with a quite nice combo. He is going to hold on to a slight virus lead over Akron 90s. Akron 90s rocking an amazing t-shirt combining a whole bunch of games on one shirt, making me feel old, making some of our youngins feel super young. But Floyd over here, 32 here as he does a little drill clear. Floyd, an excellent speed player, the 2021 DrMC Player of the Year, actually. So very, very talented player and a seasoned beer drinker as well. Great taste in beer is Floyd. And showing his Boilermaker pride on the left side of your screen. Meanwhile, Akron 90s trying to hang in there. Floyd's just been peppering him with combos here. It is a 20 virus lead, and ooh, an almost clear. Got to be careful with those, but up top, you try to play a little bit more desperate. A virus clear there, and another virus clear. Playing that well over in 6 as best as he can. 19-39, Floyd with an excellent board. He has a great combo setup. And we'll get another combo setup here, maybe a double red here for a triple. As speaking of triple, 3 pieces of garbage falling down on Floyd's board. Echo JB, I don't know why we're echoing. We will see what we can do to fix that. But you get to hear me twice because that's just how it is. I will, maybe that'll help. As you can now hear me only one time. I have muted. It sounds like I'm on 2 mics. Well, I have muted one of the mics. And anyways, we do have a win here. Floyd winning 10 viruses to go 37. And we're going to get that result recorded. And hey, we fixed it. Awesome. Great. We got Veggie and Dave Smith says. And let's see how these players go here. Dave Smith. All right, well, as you heard that, some people are going to test their pop culture, but these players here are going to test their Dr. Mario medal. Dave Smith, ooh, he had a really good opportunity for a double. Didn't take it. First time seeing Dave's face. You're seeing half of Dave's face currently, and now you're seeing about 2/3 of it here as he leans over to the side. Veggie getting pinned here, but they have a good shot. And, oh, can't get it with that red-blue, and that might be all she wrote, and that is a top out. Dave Smith getting the top out with 23 viruses remaining.
Let us share this microphone.
No, mine. No. Actually move it so it's there. It's a little better. Now everybody can hear us.
I don't understand how, like, Watchma is able to comment and hear hear me? or
I
not
think
hear
our
me?
camera's toasted again. Let me just... We have Kaj versus Akron 90s here. And yeah, Savage, speak louder. Okay, we'll get the mic closer to Savage.
Well, the Mike Black special says they're both kind of quiet, right?
No, we're very loud and boisterous.
Should we turn up that or no?
Yeah, or we could turn up the gain on the microphone, either way.
How's this? Oh, I saw
Oh.
myself go into the yellow.
Yeah. There's no blue on our board though, so we don't
Okay.
want that red blitz though on our audio. Much better. All right, hey, you guys are much better.
Excellent,
Speaking
excellent.
of better, we got two better players up here. We've got Kaj on the left, Akron 90s on the right here. Both playing pretty balanced, but this has been a very blue and yellow heavy round so far.
Oh yeah, look at all that. No red whatsoever, except for on that top. Beautiful L.
We love seeing those combinations that result in a multi-clear, especially multi-directional. And it is now 1 o'clock, so qualifiers are closed.
Did I hear there was a snack under this table?
I mean, unless you want to eat a controller, no.
I'm feeling the rage.
Reach across you here. I apologize. I got to get my caffeine. As Kaj here 25, Akron 25, they both really telling different stories here. God's trying to keep at least a decently balanced top line, but it's a little bit more jagged for Akron, but he's got a little bit better of a setup here.
Oh, I like what Kaj just did with column 8, turning garbage into a nice cascade.
I can tell you some trivia right now, speaking of trivia, as you hear that in the background. This game used to be prototype was called Virus. Did you know that?
I did not know that, JB. The prototype was called Virus?
Yeah.
Was there a Dr. Mario-esque figure in this game?
Yeah, he was a little chubbier.
Oh, Kaj just did some screen looking, perhaps.
Yeah.
And cost him a little bit. He had a little bit of a misdrop there. I think there's a great opportunity in Kaj's column 6 to go horizontally, but that's a really difficult thing to do, that garbage drop.
I always think screen watching in versus, you don't need to do it. I mean, really, the you can definitely peek down at the virus count. That's really what you want to see, just to kind of see where your opponent is. But really, just keep focus on your board. There's really no point in seeing what your other player's up to, because you might make that misplay like we saw. So
yeah. So Akron having a little bit of trouble here. That board is filling up, and of course we know that gravity is increasing. Pretty clean board so far for Kaj. I mean, there are those columns that are a little bit spired, but can bring those down really easily at the moment.
all right here, as it is now 10 viruses to go. Kaj starting to clean up his board. Akron getting stacked up. Very, very imminent top out danger here.
Oh,
and
no. Oh,
that
no.
44 speed,
Yeah.
that is equivalent to level 10 in Tetris. So it's more than 10 rows a second here. But it is a win for Kaj with 9 viruses remaining to Akron's 19.
And this is a great game for Kaj because not only is a win important in qualifying, but how far the game goes in the distance for Kaj. Getting more viruses cleared off the board, really, really important. Nice board to start out with, JB. I really like all this red here at the top.
A lot of double opportunities, and we're seeing a little bit of good setups here, but ooh, that's a very, very difficult misflip to recover from by Lilac over column 7-8.
Yeah, I don't think we haven't seen a combo yet so far. I was looking down under the table for a donut. And oftentimes, the person who draws the first combo is at an excellent advantage. Both players so far combo-less, although we've got one from Lilac Wafers just as Akron tops out.
So Lilac Wafers getting the W, 38 viruses to go, but the important thing, 45 viruses remaining on Akron's board. That'll get you a lot of points, and points are the name of the game here. Hello, we're back. Sorry about that. We had a little bit of a technical issue. and we just had interviewed Scout, so maybe we'll get him back here, and we can talk more about his great video about our championship tournament last year. But we are back. I'm here with Savage Octagon. We bumped the USB hub, and everything is terrible. No, everything is great, including this match here between Floyd and Kaj. Floyd has 10 to go, and setting up a good combo here. And it's a solid board on Kaj's side. He just needs to. Oh no! And as I say that, commentators curse.
Yeah, and here's the deal. Once you get up to those like top 2 layers on the board, it is. You don't have that Dr. Mario pill throwing animation.
Yeah.
You don't know when you're going to be able to tap left, tap right, and so it's almost an automatic top out. This table. Ooh, we got Dave Smith says on the right of your screen.
Oh no, that was Floyd. I got my people confused. Okay. Well, now you're playing up. You're getting Dave Smith versus Akron. Difficulty donut commentary. Whenever you're ready, fellas.
Pills. The 2 of us make a whole commentator.
And we have a whole donut. We're halfway through our donuts here.
Yeah.
Dave
nice.
already off to a quick start here. He's going to get 2 same color combos,
Wow.
which I feel are a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
Because then you have two distinct problems to solve, and you don't really have. You may not necessarily have the right pill combination to do it. We have 40 to 33 here. And a nice cross there. We love seeing those sweet teas.
Sweet tea.
And the inventor of that term, of course, is our own Savage Octagon.
Indeed. Wow, Dave with a beautiful tee of his own responding. His board is a lot cleaner right now. We often refer to that as board health. And Dave's board health is quite good. You notice there's no garbage there. Dave is a big player in the speed scene as well. And you see him when he plays speed. He is setting up these elaborate combos. And he's got verses in mind. And so he's doing a great job right now. I think he has Akron on the ropes.
Although Akron playing a very strong game in his own right, it's just always that we say this a lot when we commentate on speed. Is there's always that misflip or misplay or garbage panic where there's something that's just not right on your board, and you just think a little bit more irrationally or aggressively, and that causes more mistakes. And the difference between that and Tetris is Tetris, like they're playing a high speed, one error can really mess you up. In this, one error you can get around, but Dave with a full clear, so that's going to be really good towards the score. 0 to 33. I think we're going to see Dave Smith climb in the ranks.
Excellent.
We have updated standings. I'm just loading them here really quick.
Yeah, so we've essentially had someone down at the desk entering in data all day.
Shout out to
refreshing it. Yeah.
Sarah and Larvae for doing that.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Influx still holding number 1. Ibaar 2, Midawi 3, Packy 4, Swang 5, Dave Smith 6, Dimwit 8, Floyd 9, Savage Octagon 12, DM Hero 14, Betty 16, Watchma 17, Rodzilla 18, and let me see here. Oh, Betty's here twice. We'll get that taken care of. Let's see here. We got
Lev's there twice.
There at 23. We've got Levin there twice. All right. And it looks like we have Missy and Horn Doctor right here.
Wow.
Missy on the left. We have players appearing in the top 32 multiple times. Okay, thank you.
Now, Horn Doctor does have a name tag on, and there is a trumpet on it. So we believe that Horn Doctor works with brass instruments.
Yeah. And we haven't seen Missy here up on stream. We have seen Horn Doctor a couple times, so and I got to play him, and I believe actually he beat me. So pretty good player in his own right here. Not really strong on the combos, but Still a very quick player. We're seeing Missy here. Missy here playing some good technical game here. We like seeing those under clears, really being able to see all around the board and not necessarily just clearing up top or from the side.
Both players managing to keep an even top line. It's really important that when the garbage starts to fall, as these players start making combos, that you don't get too spired on one column, or as Horn Doctor is, you try to set up and make sure one pill will make that combo fall. So 7 and 8 for him. If he gets a red-yellow, he's good to go.
And if you're familiar with knowing how to dash, that's super helpful. Like we would see on Horn Doctor's side, that yellow-red he just had. If he gets another one, he can quickly flip it over, get that just get that 0-drop combo and send some more garbage over to his opponent here. This is a pretty even game so far as board health and virus count is concerned.
And for those of you who don't know, that's going to be tough to get around. I hope that Missy can clear horizontally, although she's bringing that stack down. Now she can underclear that yellow if she can dance around it.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a dicey situation, but now she is in big trouble.
Come on.
Missy's got to take care of that Kyber. She says she's fine.
She says it's fine. I believe her.
And then it wasn't, unfortunately. But
good game.
channeling the famous Leviticus line. It's fine. Oh, hey, put them up in the camera here. Look at those
up by the
nails.
Camera.
Little capsule ones.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
Did you?
Were you here with us last year, right? Yeah.
Did you do that yourself?
Back.
Oh, okay. All right. So Missy got an amazing manicure. If you didn't just catch it with the pills on it.
We're gonna have to have one of our photographers here get a photo of that because it's really, really cool. And speaking of really, really cool, we've got Missy playing a little bit slower pace, and that's fine. You know, you don't have to play. This really isn't a race. As far as this early game goes.
Oh, but she got a nice combo on Larvae just now.
Yeah, good combo on Larvae here. But Larvae, if she can get around this blue here, has an opportunity to underclear and maybe even do a little bit of damage in column 8. We'll see what happens here as it is 43 to 38 here.
There's
Larvae really close to some big combos here, but just not quite able to pull things off.
And undertucking in column 7 made her lose the opportunity to take that yellow from underneath and cascade downwards. So Missy's board health a lot stronger right now, and some garbage that Larvae dropped actually helped Missy out a little bit by clearing a virus. So she's actually doing a really good job of keeping a balanced game of clearing those viruses and making combos. Great board health for Missy.
And again, as we've explained, dropping that garbage, there's really not a lot of control, save for if you get a 3 or a 4 combo. Then you're guaranteed to drop something down that middle section of the board, columns 4 and 5, and that's really what you want to do, especially early on. I've seen a lot of players use that tactic, try to just block out that center area to force a top out. But right now it is a 6 virus advantage. And Larva's storming back here, making some good plays here, keeping that board health nice and tight. Missy's got a bit of an issue over in column 3. Really got to address that little bit of blue. That double blue is going to be helpful. Doesn't elect to go for it. What do you think about that?
Oh, yikes. That's going to be difficult. But man, nice she does manage to clear out of that column 3. She had the classic situation, and she has it in column 4 a little bit too. You see one virus half and then a double red stacked on top of it. She was planning to clear that and then had that misdrop. So she's still working on that.
And a bit of a misflip as well for Missy, column 6, 7. And Larvae here with 21 viruses to go. Looks like Larva's now a little slightly favored here, board health-wise. Not really much in the way of clear setup. She did get that red over in column 1. Maybe eyeballing a double blue, and she's going to get a sweet tea over there on that left side.
Excellent, and Missy is going to drop down this situation. She's staying precarious in column 5, and she tops out. So
this time it was your fault.
I know, this time it was my fault. Commentator's curse.
But Larva's going to take that 15 to 19, and that's a good score. Both players. I mean, losing players still get credit for the viruses they've cleared.
Yep.
So if you're going to lose with a lower count like that. But it is Larvae over Missy D, and I think we're just wrapping up our qualifying pools here. We are just waiting on that. So stand by here. This is the Dr. Mario Championship. Oh wow. Are we wrapping up here? We're almost done?
Almost done. Yeah.
All right, so we've got Larva versus Horn Doctor. We were just talking about Horn Doctor, one of the up-and-comers. Larva's a pretty established veteran in her own right. Won the silver bracket in epic fashion over Ibaar earlier this year.
Yes.
In our speed division. So Larva, a very, very good player. And these players off to the races, and we're seeing Larva already start to attack her board. I like this drill play. She's also setting up for a nice drop cross. Oh, but Horn Doctor dropping some nasty garbage right in that center column. And now Larva's really got to play for her life here as more garbage pours down.
Yeah, now Larva was setting up a couple of combos. She had some in the center, some in left, and some in right. And everybody, if you've played this, you see, and it's programmed into the game, that one of the columns that garbage gets sent down to is the center. So building that is very tricky, and Horn Doctor really taking it to the ropes.
And Horn Doctor taking that win. We were saying maybe one of those up and comers. We got Jared versus Larva. And again, we're wrapping up here. These boards where there's that very top row just completely filled out, always a little trickier to really plan your combo game around.
Yeah, definitely. But these two, they almost had like the same exact play at the beginning. It's really interesting to see that kind of thing. And with two experienced players, you see that quite frequently.
And Larva here playing a little bit more, whittling that down. And again, you definitely want to attack with combos, but you've really got to be careful setting them up in the middle of the board, because if somebody hits you with that combo, you're in big trouble. But we're seeing here Larva getting a nice yellow-red combo. That's going to drop down a little bit helpful, though.
Yeah, exactly. And then, as the player on the opposite side, sometimes it's just so amazing to see the right color come down. But Larva, 29-32, doing great here so far. Although hitting a diversity issue big time, no natural yellow, and running out of space for anything other than red.
And a little bit of all colors coming down there on Larva's side, but she's able to set up. Can play pretty much any yellow. I think she's going to wait for a yellow-red, maybe drop a triple down. And as we see, Jerd here is setting up that right side pretty well. Couldn't get the tuck, though. That's always tough.
Now, there are a lot of players that showed up in the brackets, and they weren't exactly sure what speed they were going to be playing on, or what level. And so you saw a lot of players coming in who'd played lower levels to practice, and they were surprised by how high it gets, how quickly.
Yeah, and as we're saying, that initial high speed, if you're a classic Tetris player, that's equivalent to right around level 7 here. It drops about 4 2/7 rows per second.
That's great math, JB.
That, from a math teacher, it's high praise. We've got 15 to go here.
Nice combo from Larva there.
Great Larva, and then Jerd with 17 to go. Jerd's got a huge problem, though, that the top side has got to go down, and you almost, when you see, a lot of garbage just stacked up, that's almost by default you're going for that last, and that really makes your planning challenging.
Right, exactly. If he didn't go for that last, he could drop a lot of garbage down on top of that right side that would completely ruin any plans. But this is some really nice stuff from him. He's coming back and trying to go down for combos and layering down, although you see the intensity in his face.
And this is our very last qual match.
Ooh!
Our judge and social media director, Betty B, is patiently standing behind us waiting for this one to end. And it may never end. It's a very, very nice virus combination, 6-9, as our players are trying to get to the end here.
I'm sorry, JB just got a big look from me. Now, the tables have turned a little bit, and Jer, I keep calling him Jer because I've never got his name right in the qualifying pools. He's kind of taken it to Larva here, although that
he's going to
virus
get this under clear.
Yeah, and now it's not going to ruin anything because all of that is clear. Yeah. But in column 7, he's got some trouble, and then Larva took a horizontal and dropped all that garbage down, so she's got a little bit of a tricky path in order to clear out those reds.
And at this point, it's down, single digits here. You really want to start thinking about maybe dropping some combos.
Oh, he's got
maybe
it.
trying
He's
to
got
sprinkle some stuff down. He just needs the blue, and he is going to get it.
All right.
3-0. What an epic way to finish our qualifiers.
Very nicely done.
So Jerd taking that final win, and we've absolutely, we're done. There's